What's going on, YouTube? Today is Friday, January the 30th, and I'm gonna talk about magic, and I'm gonna talk about bodybuilding, because bodybuilding is magic. It's been a while since I did my last video. However, I have been performing and making some progress, and some of that is this. As you can see, I got the bumper off, the lights on, the core support off. I got dang near everything hooked for this motor. All my wiring is up here, disconnected, except for one wire right here that run down to the transmission. And I need to get something to, y'all can see. This little thing right here that's connecting this exhaust to the motor. I'm gonna take that off. And what else? And the motor mount bolts. I think that's it, actually. I think that's all I need to do for this thing to be. Matter of fact, I like the zoom over camera. Let's just do it like that. I think that's all I need for this to be finished. Also, I had put some little paint on there to try to protect it from flash rust and the rust getting deeper. It's bullshit. But that's not the point of really me making this video. The point of me making this video is to go back to the beginning and what maybe has given me the confidence and what might give you the confidence to take on large projects. And follow me. Follow me as we go inside and I go to the basics. Matter of fact, this is plenty enough right here. I'm gonna show you my first project, my first big project. This was and still is my first big project. This was my first big project, and I did damn well with my first good project coming from a little man. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I was probably 5'4" then, I don't know. Like I said, 115 pounds. I used to be Lil Rainer back in high school and before high school. However, you know, shit changed. Why? Because I took the time and did the work on myself. Nobody can build yourself but you. You could go to the fucking gym all you want, but nobody can't lift them weights or get on that treadmill. Nobody can't do that work but you. So because over time and the years of putting in the work on myself, yes, I have the confidence. I might not have the skill set, I might not have the experience, but I have at least the confidence in my ability to approach a certain task or job that might be looked at as like major. So, magic. Bodybuilding is magic. With this car, I'm doing the same thing. I'm working magic. I have a visual, the same way I did with myself. I had a visual of what I wanted to look like, what I wanted to feel like, how I wanted to move. My body was my first vehicle. Matter of fact, for everybody in existence, your body is your first vehicle. And from just kind of my experience on life, in my experience on life, your vehicle is also representative of your body. So, if you got some rust problems with your vehicle, where do rust come from? Rust comes from water, right? And what is water representative of? Emotion. You might be sitting in or drowning in your emotions or other people's emotions, and that water is starting to wear on you. If you have rust on your vehicle, it ain't necessarily got to be representative of your water. It could just be also the environment that you in. And, well, water does flow, but you need a dry environment. Or you need to dehumidify. And what is dehumidification in reference to the physical body? Sweat. When you go to the gym and you get active, what do? You release water. You sweat, right? And you drying out your system. Now, that's a little bit about rust. Now, let's just say, if your engine, come on now, your motor, your engine on your car is acting up and not performing right. Well, that's symbolic to your heart. The engine is the heart of the car. Without the heart, the car don't move. That heart pump, right? So if you having engine problems, you know, you might be going through some heartache, went through some heartache, about to go through some heartache, you know. Some need to be addressed within your heart. If you got steering problems or suspension problems, you know, I'm gonna go back to steering. You know, steering, that comes to do with directing the vehicle, right? So maybe if your car maybe is pulling to the right or pulling to the left or whatever, it's out of alignment, right? Well, you out of alignment, whether it's in your way of thinking or your way of feeling. You know, and to me, I have just seen it too often in people. Being an astrologer, and not only an astrologer, shit, a psychologist, a motherfucking physician, metaphysician, just being me, I have been able to see the patterns and how it correlates to how your vehicle is associative to your vehicle. Your body, your physical body, but not only your physical body, but your spiritual body as well. Because your spiritual body is the governor, is the ruler of your physical body. I know y'all used to, maybe, you know, my children and me doing work and stuff like that, and I enjoy those things as well, but this video is more so of my true character and what I actually care about and who I am. And I have been thinking for some days, like, how the fuck do I make a video or what did I want to talk about in reference to actually showing my true character. But in my life, I've noticed that it's better for me when I just freestyle. It's better when it's not scripted and I just fucking freestyle. So, as you can see, when it comes to my vehicle, I am being completely redone. From my bones, my core, I had some, you know, high emotion. I was dealing with rust, a little bit of rust. It's surface rust now, it ain't deep in reference to my core, in reference to the frame of the car. But I'm addressing that. I've been under here sanding this frame. Now, I ain't perfect. I'm far from perfect. Some of my panels, absolutely, it's deep. But a lot of that comes from inactivity. Inactivity will develop rust. Just sitting in water, sitting in emotions and not doing nothing about it, that's when the rust starts to overpower your structuring. A lot of from my vehicle, as you can see with my vehicle, a lot of my rust with this particular car is just from sitting, being inactive. And now I'm a Leo sun, which means, you know, if you know anything about this sun, if you know anything about this wonderful son. What's up? As I talk about Leo pulled through. Another Leo, Digger 3 Leo from within the neighborhood. That's who hung. You know, I got a relationship with the son like that. If you continue to watch my videos and I stay on my true character, you will actually start to see a lot of what I talk about as a soul practitioner, type of magician, mystic. You will see a lot of that stuff to be in my videos. However, back on the subject, if you know anything about this wonderful sun up there, it move every day, all day. It don't stop. It just in motion. It's gonna make its rounds. It's gonna move and stay in motion, and it move enough to set the standard for us as beings, which we would call a day. However, there was a point in time where, in reference to my own space, of being in my own space, of feeling like I was in my own space, I was just been stagnant. I've just been present, just kind of sitting around in reference to be around for my daughters, just so that if they ever wanted or needed to actually interact with me or learn from me and things of that nature, I was there. But as far as just having motion for myself and doing what I needed to do for myself, I had been inactive. So, you know, a little rust started to develop. However, you know, I'm on it. You know, I'm do what I can with what I can when I can, and I'm on it. So, in reference to the caprice, today I've been under there with sandpaper, getting all that residue off from the phosphoric acid. I'm gonna continue to do that, and then I'm going to paint this frame with this Rust-Oleum Rusty Metal Primer. And after that's dried, I might come back over it with some color paint, because the Rusty Metal Primer is the color of rust. But I might not. I don't know. I'm all over the place. I'm freestyling. I'm just freestyling. But let me get these wonderful little girls in this video, because I know they like to see themselves on YouTube and they like to be known and stuff like that too. So let's go to them. Huh?
What's going on? Oh, okay. Hi. Just wondering. That's all.
Okay. You got something you want to say, Amara? You got something you want to show? You want to dance? That's good. I can't get flagged. I'm choosing not to get flagged for music. I got some music if you want to play some music. It's on copyright because it's my own. Ali, you got something you want to say or show to YouTube?
Yes.
What you want to say or show to YouTube?
Hi there. Can you help me out? I need my lucky helmet. Can you find it? Yes.
Alright. Well, they is enjoying their technology right now. Ali is learning a little bit of timing and obstacle course type of deal. And the young one is learning the alphabet and things of that nature. So that's gonna be it for this video. I'm kind of at a point where I'm making a decision, and the two choices that I have is between talking and performing. Now, I would much rather show myself performing. This would be like working on the vehicle and actually lifting weights and things of that nature, because I use YouTube for a lot of that. I use the internet for a lot of that as far as learning. When I get on the internet, I usually go and watch somebody do something so I can learn how to do it myself. Or at least give myself a little bit of confidence, like, you know what, it's not that difficult. I can just jump in there and freestyle and learn it and do it. So I'm kind of at a point where, or I'm at a point where I have to kind of make a decision where, am I going to give content that is performative and actually me showing people that I'm doing this or maybe how to do it for themselves? Or do I just want to talk, which a lot of the internet and social media is about talking at this point in time. And I have much to fucking say. I got much experience in life. I got much game about life. I'm able to actually, I'm in a position where I've experienced so much, joining the military at a young age and traveling to Korea and Japan and traveling and living in so many places and just doing so much. I done did so much to be able to learn just about the truth of life and how life itself operates. So I'm kind of at a point where I have to make a decision. Do I do, or what do I care about more? And I know I care about life itself more than performing. But I know that I care about teaching about life a great deal. However, at the same time, I care to lead by example by actually performing what I would like to teach about. So I don't know if that makes sense. But I feel like I've been talking too fucking much, so I'm gonna sign off. Appreciate y'all watching the video.